Ellen DeGeneres and Portia de Rossi celebrate 20th anniversary after leaving the U.S. post-election. Blake Lively blasted Justin Baldoni's vengeful and rambling $400 million lawsuit against her as a profound abuse of the legal process that has no place in federal court, per a request to dismiss the case. The law prohibits weaponizing defamation lawsuits, like this one, to retaliate against individuals who have filed legal claims or have publicly spoken out about sexual harassment and retaliation. The "It Ends With Us" actress argued in documents filed in the Southern District of New York Court Thursday. Lively, 31, further alleges that, under California law, she is firmly protected by each of the litigation, fair report, and sexual harassment privileges, and therefore Baldoni, 41, does not have the right to sue her. She also slammed the $400 million in damages he is seeking, claiming that he and his Wayfarer Studios co-plaintiffs do not even try to explain its basis, much less specifically allege their so-called injuries. Lively vehemently denies extorting the director in the docs, stating those claims arise out of the exact same categories of protected speech that fail to support defamation. In January, Baldoni sued Lively, her husband, Ryan Reynolds, and their publicist, Leslie Sloan, for defamation, extortion, false light invasion of privacy, promissory fraud, and other claims. His lawyer Brian Friedman said at the time that the suit was filed because Lively's claims about his client had destroyed his personal and professional reputations and livelihood, and aimed to drive him out of business entirely. The Gossip Girl alum alleged in a California Civil Rights Department complaint filed in December 2024 and a subsequent lawsuit that Baldoni made inappropriate sexual remarks to her on set, walking in on her while she was breastfeeding without her consent, talked about his past porn addiction and other claims. She also claimed he launched a smear campaign against her and further alleged in an amended complaint that Baldoni made several women on set uncomfortable. Not just her. Lively's lawyers Mike Gottlieb and Esra Hudson reiterate in a statement to Page 6 Thursday that Baldoni's lawsuit is a profound abuse of the legal process that has no place in federal court. California law now expressly prohibits suing victims who make the decision to speak out against sexual harassment or retaliation, whether in a lawsuit or in the press, they add. This meritless and retaliatory lawsuit runs head first into 3 legal obstacles, including the litigation, fair report, and sexual harassment privileges, the latter of which contains a mandatory fee-shifting provision that will require the likes of billionaire Steve Sarowitz, Wayfarer Studios, and others that brought frivolous defamation claims against Ms. Lively to pay damages. Gottlieb and Hudson continue. In other words, in an epic cell phone, the Wayfarer party's attempt to sue Ms. Lively into oblivion has only created more liability for them, and deservedly so, given what they have done. A spokesperson for Lively added that the actress is not alone in being sued for defamation after speaking up about being sexually harassed at work. The rep concludes, while Ms. Lively has suffered greatly by speaking up and pursuing legal claims, it is important for other people to know that they have protections, and that there is a specific law that expressly protects them from being silenced or financially ruined by a defamation lawsuit because they had the courage to speak up. Page 6 has reached out to Baldoni's lawyers and reps for comment, but did not immediately hear back. Lively's latest filing comes after Reynolds filed his own request to be dismissed from Baldoni's suit earlier this week. His lawyers argued, the court should dismiss the defamation claim as to Mr. Reynolds with prejudice because the predator statements are expressions of opinion that deserve absolute protection by law. Baldoni's lawyer, Friedman, hit back at the argument, telling Page 6 Wednesday, Mr. Reynolds was a key player in the scheme. Mr. Reynolds now attempts to reduce plainly cognizable claims to hurt feelings, sending a clear message that bullying is acceptable.